Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Idle Manager. We're on episode 26. I know we're nearing the end on things, and the last two, almost three episodes, one huge dilemma arose when I made a very key mistake and then had it absolutely blow up in my face. Now, it's really the game's fault for absolutely 100% setting you up for failure. There's one section of the game that their balancing is horrendous. Even when you max things out to level 10, it's impossibly bad and pointless to ever utilize. That being the fake scandal. That resulted in 10 scandal points. We've brought it down to 7 so far. And it turns out that over the last few episodes, it has been pointed out to me how to eliminate those more than once every little over 3 months to bring it down just by 1, meaning it takes years. This game can be deceiving at times, and one area where it is incredibly deceiving is in here, your staff list. There are some of your staff members that could have been with you for quite a while that just don't offer you. Now, looking at this list, right? Looking at this character, all she does is business deals. All she does is research for us. So she is really not useful, not terribly helpful for us. We're not too worried about having her. And you look at this list, the cost is 4 scandal points. 4 scandal points sounds like, and it says blame them for a few scandals. You look at that, and the assumption is that it's going to add 4 scandal points. Apparently, according to multiple people in the comments, it's the opposite. It's a subtraction of 4, and we're going to try it out now. Either I'm going to suddenly have 11, because the way you read it, the way you see it, the cost is 4 scandal points. We're going to add plus 4 scandal points to fire this person for free. Otherwise, it costs you money. One benefits you and one hurts you? I mean, that doesn't make sense. We're gonna try. Let's see what happens. We're gonna fire this person. Out with the old, in with the new. I understand your mind is already made up. Let's figure out how to end this gracefully, shall we? I'll agree to go away quietly if you pay me, blah, 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 in severance. It's the least you can do. Oh, gosh. Okay, this is not what I expected. Are we adding scandal points? I mean, this just feels like we're making this worse. I like the idea of them going away quietly, but does that mean I'm getting rid of those 4 scandal points at a cost? Or in refusing, is this scandal, am I just paying them off for no reason? Or is this going to get rid of the scandal points? If I refuse, am I adding the scandal? Is this the difference? Pay them off, get rid of scandal points? Don't pay them off, add scandal points? I mean, is it a tipping point? I'm scared. I'm scared. Have I messed things up? Yes, okay. Points to remove. Boom. Down to 3. Hey, look. We have another one. I'm guessing she's not going to be worth 4. 90 days. 90 days. Okay. I need to hire a replacement. Or do I? Yes, no, I still need research. We will hire an You know what? I don't think there's a difference on the research. There might be. It's coaching level. Okay, wow. So it succeeded. We got rid of 4 scandal points, which is massive. It makes such a huge difference to be able to bring that down that much faster just by firing somebody and paying them off, which, the finances is not a big deal, and that's not one of our key ones, and we have an abundance of staff members. That's easy. So, that one over-challenging thing that drove me nuts and pushed me through the grief cycle is no longer worrying. We have moved on. We have established ourselves. Let's continue on with the game. We still have some work to do. We've hit 5 stars, but we haven't had a 5-star global tour as of yet. We do have some bullying yet again, so we're going to need to talk to the ladies. The activities, we have that. We have our level 10. We don't have our level 10 here, though. We still need to get somebody with 6 stats at 99, and as we draw closer, we're still not there. We do have the heptathletes ready to release a song. Let's go ahead and get that out. We are on edgy these days. Edgy is a little over 50% chance of success. So, the odds are there. The odds are in your favor for the most part. This one has worked out as a partial success and bringing us back up to 750,000. Ouch. So we get Nishi up to 100s in dance and vocal. And then she turns 23 and just takes a huge nosedive while barely gaining in the funny and smart department. This game can be harsh sometimes. And our next release for the Olympians is out. This group, of course, not as effective. 50% chance of regular failure, which they did hit. I'm not so worried about the sales. I mean, first off, they still turned a profit. They still sold nearly 500,000 out of just 600,000 that we were trying to sell. Edgy is now up to level 10. We got Pop to level 10. We've got a lot of things pushed up to that highest level. So research-wise, we are getting so close. I just started prepping their next song, so we're already getting ready for the next stage. And when I get a chance, I'm going to get back in and start talking with the ladies. Trying to work out the details of who is bullying so we can put a stop to that. We finally hit 8 billion. We were on that 7 million mark for quite some time. It was quite a while that we were dealing with that. Aha! Morita has snitched for us. Matsuoka seems to be the one who has an issue. Matsuoka and Shinzawa. Okay, Matsuoka is the one we need to put a stop to. And it's a newbie. Has not been with us long. She's got some potential. We've got her in the main group, but yeah, she just showed up and she's already... We could bump her down to the other group. That would put a stop to it. Speaking of group, are we ready to hold auditions again? We are. And we don't get the penalty as we've really cut back on the scandal points. Another release for the heptathletes, again with slightly more than 50%, and that was almost a critical failure. At least it's only a partial. Hurts the sales, and yet we still end up with a pretty solid release here, 800,000. Bringing things all up to level 10 makes a difference. Still got a couple categories to go to work on to bring up, but otherwise we'll be kind of picking and choosing how we want to do things in the near future. Come on, Okabe. Give me a point for funny. What the heck? She turns 17 and gains nothing? All of the genres are now complete, so we've got 2 areas that are completely complete, and we're down to the last 2 categories here and the final category here. So last 3 things in terms of song production that need some work. And the partying, it's far enough along to start using. And into the next round of auditions. This time, the world is our oyster. We have a chance at signing some legendary ones. We open with a gold, guaranteed 18, and it doesn't get involved in relationships. That's nice. And the cool part could be better, but sexy, 98. It's a good one. We don't have much of that with the group. Training will bring up the others. She can already sing pretty well. This is not the best for a gold, but it's good. And we get another gold right off the bat. Kobayashi, a little younger, 16. Precocious, not great, but she is slightly better rated. A silver, is she good enough though? I don't know about these ratings. She tops 70. Not sexy, not very cute. Can't dance, isn't very funny, has potential, would absolutely already 22, no thanks. If she was younger, she was 14, 15, I'd say yes. Not a chance. Okay, another silver. Better option, maybe not. Rating ever so slightly higher, 74. She's resilient though, that's good. 21. Gosh, are we at that phase now where it's golden above that we take? Maybe.
Konnichiwa.
In this case it is. Normally at 21 they should just be improving and not going down, but they clearly have some sort of modifier that is bringing them down. They hit their prime early or something. I don't know. Takajo, big negatives on just 21 years of age. And for our next single, we're gonna start the marketing that involves lewd. So we're pushing the envelope a bit, and with this one, obviously if it works out, the men love it. If it doesn't work out, the women hate it. So that's kind of the circumstances that we are facing here. We're only at level 4, so it's going to change, but the success rate depends on sexy and cute stats. Cute stats are mostly high in the group. Sexy stats aren't quite as good. Not quite as good there. And actually for the Olympians, cute tends to be very high and sexy very low, as that's the young group, the group that needs to develop a bit. Adding the 2 new golds into our next single for the first time sees cute and pretty both into the green. 80 plus cool and sexy still lagging behind. That is just a real weakness for us. It's not a terrible outcome, but getting more and more stats into a high level. Of course, dance and vocals nearly maxed out. Funny, getting close. Team chemistry down a little bit with a couple of newbies out there, but that'll rise back up pretty quick. And with the 2 newbies both being in the main group, that is 15 in the main group. 11. We have 11 in the subgroup, so we have 26 overall right now. Using the individual handshake event, we finally get back to a 1 million in sales. Also, 31,000 new fans. That was a good one. And here's that first release in Lewd. Quite low on our chances, really. Less than 50%. So, not looking great on the odds. But the critical failure part is minimal, so we'll be okay. Also, this was just the Olympians. It's the B group. We don't expect them to do as well, and it still turned a marginal profit and leveling up 2 categories, so it's all good. And here's our first heptathletes release in the lewd category. It is better than 50% on the odds, though it still ends up a failure. Again, it's only marginal. I mean, we're losing 30% female, 15% casual. It does hurt the sales, but not drastically. I mean, we're still making well over 100 million yen on this one, still selling over 500,000 on the single, and of course it pushes that level higher and higher. And Kawakami has announced that she is going to graduate. So our 27 is going to decrease yet again. That's okay. That's how it works. We're slowly building towards that 30, and we are inching closer to it now. We definitely nearly have 2 full groups. Party till the party don't stop. Another achievement, and we do find success on this one for the Olympians who are below that 50% threshold. So this one, the hardcore fans, the male fans, do like it. This probably will push us up to max, or just about, not quite. 650-ish K on that one. Both of those categories push it up to level 8 now, getting closer. Okay, so we have 3 scandal points left to remove, and oh look, who is weak? 4 stars only in terms of coaching, and getting very little coaching experience in, as there's almost never any ladies who are available for that. It's Kawagoe. We are going to let go of Kawagoe. Ouch! But okay. I always hoped I was more than just a cog in a machine. I guess I was wrong. I guess there's nothing that I can say to persuade you to let me keep my job. At least let me escape with a little bit of dignity. I'll go away quietly for a severance. Sure. Goodbye. Goodbye, former 10-star leader of this group, even though she wasn't necessarily that great. But there goes the final scandal points. Removed. Poof. And they're gone. They are gone. Okay, I have somebody to replace. That's okay. It's a choreographer. We will hire a new one in her place. We'll get an expert choreographer, and we want the coaching side of things. So poof, we have that. We have a replacement. I'll put her into a place, but that is going to do it for this episode, and that does it for those scandal points. Wiped out. Gone. Where does she need to go? Where is she needed? Not up there. Somewhere. So, without scandal points, we will move forward. We will move on. We endure. There we go. There she goes. I'm excited to have that gone. And it only took firing 2 ladies and paying them off more than what we would have fired them otherwise. But yeah, that was actually quite easy. I was freaking out, really, for no good reason, apparently. Only a few, couple category. Really was so close. Still just about a break even. No worries. It's all good. But looking back at that research, this is it. This is the very end. We have 1 level to go. We have 1.25 levels to go, and then we have 2 categories left. For the managers, this is the final one. Done. We are now done with all marketing schemes. We have completed all. So managers, choreographers, music producers, 100% done. We have 2 untouched and 2 partials. And the 2 partials are very, very close to being done themselves. So yeah, it's coming soon. The research, that aspect, that phase of the game will soon be behind us. And of course, we are into that 5-star territory for the World Tours. However, we have fatigue. It's down to 32%. That should be universal. They should all be at 32% as we went on one big tour at the same time. We did. So once that's down to 0, we will go on one big, hopefully, final World Tour as we hope to achieve that final goal. In the meantime, we keep releasing singles, keep raising profiles, and work on getting to that 30th idol, which we are pretty close on that as well. So we are making really, really good progress. Auditions, are they ready? They're ready. Okay, well, we'll host that at the beginning of our next episode. That's it for this one. I'm Decathlon Gamer. We're over 9 billion, by the way, so finally, money is rolling again. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.